What's up, everybody? This Scoop. This Young Man. What's up? We right here in the dog pound, and this is the HubCity podcast. Woo!
So sure.
Let me know when you're ready. It's already recorded, so you can just. What's up, everybody? We back again on the HubCity podcast. Now, this episode is a little different, right? Sometimes we may focus on getting active players, active high school players, whatever the case may be. But this one we got right here deserves a well introduction. Now we got Dontae Strickland. Now, if you know, that's all I can say. If you know. Right? You know. We talk about a player, a hometown hero, did it all in one town. Went D1 from one town, public school. Played pro from one town. Played for a legendary coach, a legendary program. Without further ado, it's my pleasure to have my boy D Strickland on the HubCity podcast.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All love right here, man.
You know, like, it's all love and respect, you know, because for me, growing up, because I have a couple brothers in South Florida, so they'll go to the games and stuff, and they're like, yo, we about to go see. Like, my brother first transferred over there, he's like, yo, this running back over there, his name's Dontae Strickland. And I'm like, he might be good, but I'm from New Brunswick. We got a dog over there by his name, Maurice Sprint. So you know, like, then I had to go check him out for myself. I don't know if y'all won that game at Rutgers versus Alabama. Was that your team?
Ooh, that was my last year.
It was your team. Y'all won it? Y'all won it the year after. Y'all lost it.
We won the year after that. I won the first one in 2012. We lost that year.
So I came to the senior state championship game.
I don't like to talk about that.
Now look, that's the only game I can remember, because that's the only game I came to. Any other time I saw or heard about Dontae, it was on clips. So I had to go see him with my own eyes. He lit up the field. It's just though, so like, it was just a great game, and it came down to the wire, you know, and now looking pulled through. But talk to me though, who is Dontae Strickland? Like, what is Dontae Strickland?
For me, you're gonna get everything. Top-notch athlete, leader, great son, great brother, great friend, everything. Own business owner right now.
Yes, sir. As you can see, we got his merch up there. Top dog training. Tap in.
College graduate, first in the family. Yeah, all the above, man. Check all the boxes checked off. I'm continue to check off the boxes if they're not fulfilled yet. But yeah, I'm sure all the
Here. Talk about your upbringing though. Like, how did that affect you, or how did that drive you to be the person you are today?
I'll say just the grind, work ethic.
We're gonna stop. Here. Oh my bad. Yeah. Let's go. You can stop it and start it again. Go ahead. We get out of here. Oh, you got it. Yeah. Speak to me about your upbringing, like. You have older brother and older sister too, right? Mm-hmm. Talk about having older siblings in the house pushing you. You know, your dad is somebody that, because I know your little brother speaks highly of him. My dad pushed us, kept us in check. So let's talk about that.
Second and nothing sweetness. My dad at a very young age with me kind of knew that I was a little different than my other siblings and my brothers and sisters. Just the love of the game, I had speed. There was this guy, my boy Colin Quigley, his dad, I was my brother's bat boy or whatever when I was like 6, 7 years old. Mm-hmm. And he used to come to all the games and stuff, and used to see me like just running at practice and running around, grabbing the baseball bats. Didn't think any of it that he was a football coach. And one day he just pulled up on me and came to my dad. He was like, yo, you thought about playing football? And I'm like, I ran right away. I was like, football, nah. Baseball was my first love because that's kind of the first sport my dad showed me. And as time went on, it was kind of just like, I guess, let me find a love for this thing, and football just took over. And yeah, the rest was history right there.
Now, what made you love it, the game?
I'll probably say the physicality. I was never the biggest guy out there, but I would go 110 miles an hour, play after play after play. Whether I was getting the ball, I wasn't, whether I was blocking, whether I'm on the sideline cheering. It was just that sense of freedom that the game brought. You know, you want to fight every play, you know what I mean, without being in an actual fight. So exactly. So the physicality of it brought a lot out of me. Because I was always rambunctious and just out there in school, just being tackle stuff, you know what I mean? So football kind of eased that hypeness, I'll say, and just let me be me. And the field was just my sanctuary.
We're going to talk about that physicality part. You know I seen that video.
For sure. Ooh.
I mean, you know, that happens though because
it's not legal, but that shit happened. Like, how did it feel when you was in the air? I got snapped before.
The reason why it happens though. It happens on that type of level. Like,
for sure. Are you talking about that country play?
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
So that went viral.
That boy strong as hell, man.
Oh my God. We went. So let me tell you a little backstory.
How many yards you got on that play though first before?
I got a first down. So it was a 10-yard hit. So I ran the quick hits. But before the game, I said we weren't locked in. We had sort of like the mannequin challenge that. So the whole team, like 50 of us, we were at the hotel, and we probably leaving in like 30 minutes with a bus, and we was like, yo, let's do the mannequin challenge, So I kid you not, it's like 50 of us outside by the pool, and our strength coach comes outside, like, what the hell y'all doing? Like, coach, be quiet, we recording this video. We went viral right before the game. We put it on Instagram, put it on Twitter, Facebook. It blew up. And Clemson, they had Deshaun Watson, Mike Williams. Mike Williams receiver.
That's the one from the Chargers?
Yeah.
I know you want to.
Deion Kane.
Who was they running backs?
Travis Etienne. They had another back.
Did they have Isaiah Simmons too or no?
I think he was younger, so I don't think he was there yet. Nah, I played him though. I played him my junior and senior year. Big dude, he's like 6'4", 6'5". I actually trained with him in Arizona as well too. But yeah, that game we weren't locked in, and that play specifically. I caught the pass, I say that, but Ben Boulware, I'll never forget his name. Yeah, dude was big though, and he talked a lot of trash, but he put me on my head. I tried to get up and try to swing at him, and he just peeled off, ran back to the hole, and I was like, hey, it's football, you know what I mean? It's going to happen. It's due to happen. You play that long enough.
And like, especially on the level you played at. Like, you played at Syracuse. It's not like
for sure, you know what I mean? And yeah, if you play ball enough, in all sports, baseball, basketball, you're going to get got. You haven't played enough, or you ain't played that hard if you ain't get got. It's going to come and go. Whatever happens next, you just got to move on, next play.
Get that shit.
Talk about your, you know, a lot of the high school recruiting process, you know, like everybody's not fortunate enough to say I got options to pick from this school. Some people are, damn, I only just got this one, so I gotta go there.
Or it might just come at the end.
The position you was in, like, you know, like being the top running back in the state, you had multiple offers. Like, talk about that recruiting process. What are some things you could share, like, for young athletes always to kind of keep in mind, like to always carry with them as they're going on recruiting?
For sure. For me, or like game I'll get back to the youngins is probably just go about your business. Don't worry about all the hype. I was getting letters from Alabama, Miami, and those are all just interest letters. Like the real stuff is when you get offered a full scholarship, or if you offer partial or PWO, however you want to put it. But I just try to say, like, the social media, I was just coming up on Instagram, Facebook was always there, MySpace and stuff, but the hype now is crazy. It's insane, and like, I almost feel bad for the era now, because it's
Me too though, like, that's what every kid is caught up in.
For sure. You know what I mean?
That's what every kid, bro, they're so caught up in the hype.
Yeah, it's crazy, and for me, I didn't have that. My game talked for itself, so like, I had colleges coming in to workouts, coming in to practices. Coach Blood, he was, I want to say he's in DC Bama or O State, one of the teams, or he might be at Texas right now. He drove his SUV on a practice field just to come see me personally practice. Yeah, and then Rutgers was like my first love, but it was my second offer. Actually, Virginia offered me first, but just don't feed into all the hype until you sign that like that LOI, letter of intent. Until you sign that, that's when it's real. And even then, you don't know like the school you commit to.
You can get a new code.
You get a new code.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's a business at that level too.
It's a business. It's like you said, it's a business.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of people are coming at Deion for what he's doing, but it's a business.
Exactly. He got to feed his family. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, it's what's best for him. You know, he put Jackson State on that platform, and you know what I mean. Now they got the tradition of
winning,
filling them shoes. You know what I mean? Like,
speak about that a little bit. Like, how do you feel about that? You know, like a lot of people in our black community are coming at Deion like, yo, are you selling us out?
Oh yeah.
You're not doing us. You're good no more.
For sure. I respect it. I mean, like I said, it's what's best for you. You know what I mean? Behind closed doors, people
don't know
who see it. They don't know what's happening at Jackson State. They don't know what happened at Colorado. They don't know the opportunity that he's given. Now more brothers could be at Colorado now. You know what I mean? Now that's on. Now all eyes on them. Why not bring in more? You know what I mean?
Wasn't that the goal though? Like get more black coaches in the Power 5 schools.
For sure. And now that he's there, exactly.
Because all the black coaches coach at HBCUs. You don't see that many at Power 5 schools.
Not at all.
They're not head coaches.
Yeah, I would say I played for Dino Babers as the head coach, African American male, and he brought in a few African American coaches as well. And it was like, all right, like my whole offensive staff, we had like 2 or 3 white coaches, and we had a strength coach that was mixed. Our running backs coach, Coach Hart, he's at Michigan right now. My GA, assistant coach of the running backs, he was black. Receivers coach black, assistant GA was black. So it was like, and it was different because where I was from South Brunswick, it was all white, it was a diverse town.
So it kind of made you feel like a little bit like, I wouldn't say like at home, but like damn, like I could feel a little bit more comfortable.
It was more like, okay, I never seen this side. I never had a black coach. I had a position coach at my high school was black, but it wasn't a head coach. He was coaching college, you know what I mean? So it was kind of just, all right, this is different. Now it's like the slang, he knows, just that where he can relate, you know what I mean? Not that the other coaches couldn't, but it was like, this is similar, you know what I mean? Similar backgrounds, you know, you might have the same coming up as me. He can relate on a different level, you know what I mean?
So like, that's what played a part, though? Like, all right. Yeah, what played a part of you going to Syracuse? Like, what were your top schools going? Like, did you automatically, all right, I got that Syracuse offer, I'm going to Syracuse. I don't know anything about Rutgers. Like, there's a lot of Jersey folks want to go to Rutgers.
You know, we either say Rutgers don't come recruit in their backyard, or we not fucking with Rutgers.
We can speak on that. So we'll talk on Rutgers first. So, like I said, that was my second offer. I played 2 state championship games there.
At Rutgers.
And that, growing up as a kid, Rutgers
is right there.
Ray Rice, you know what I mean? Muhammad Sanu, that's a big brother.
Right there.
You know what I mean? Taekwondo, you know what I mean? So it's...
Even my high school coach played for Rutgers.
That's my cousin's...
That's Rara.
Yeah, exactly, you know what I mean? So that's family. Cookouts and all that. So, you know, it go deeper than the surface, but with Rutgers, it was, who's your coach there? Coach,
what was your year?
I was 2015. So this was when Saeed Blackmore was committed there, he decommitted. They didn't offer Jason Kabinda, he went to Penn State. I don't think too many people know, but Saquon Barkley was committed at Rutgers. And I met him at a camp my sophomore year at Rutgers. Like Miles Hartsfield was there.
Because I don't think Saquon had that big of a profile.
Not at all. He was at PA, small school, PA, He was still big, big. So we had running back drills, and we was going against linebackers, and we was cutting up. And I didn't have an offer yet, but he was like, yo, like, what schools, you know, is interested? I'm like, UConn, like, small schools, you know, Temple, UConn, Old Dominion, and stuff like that. And then he was like, I don't got no looks. And he's like, I'm from PA, so I'm like, Penn State, not giving you no love? He's like, not at all. So, like, he was like, yo, if Rutgers offers me, I'm going to take it. The tradition, Ray Rice.
Because he has a Ray Rice built.
Of course. And, you know, that's, and
I think he's just a little bit faster.
Yeah, oh yeah, prime time. So he was, right, so after that camp, I think like a week later they offered him, and then a week later he committed. So we was talking back and forth. Me and my Sarsfield as well was at Sayreville. We were all like taking visits together, going to Rutgers and stuff. And then right when Penn State offered him, he pulled his scholarship. He pulled his offer. He decommitted, and then it was just everybody dudes left and right was decommitting, and it was like there was a lot of big name guys that they missed out on.
Was Jabril in your class?
Jabril was the year before me.
Because Mika, my cousin, and I know he was saying that too, like, yo, like, Rutgers don't recruit home.
Nah, they don't.
And I think they offered him late. I think
they
offered
they
him
did.
late.
They
If
did.
you look at all these other schools, like, look at the University of Texas. You just see like 20, 30, 40 people from Texas.
Miami, I was playing Miami, we played Florida State.
Everybody from most of the teams are from there.
Clemson, North Carolina, everybody is from their home state. They got the big name guys.
Yeah.
Not everybody's there. They got that big name guys there, and it was like it was eye opening because I was going to Rutgers almost every day. I was going after school. I was going to practice because there was guys who I went to high school with was playing there. But it was like something was just off. Like I was there my whole life going to games, so I'm like, this is. I guess I'm 10 minutes from my house. I want to experience something else. But the look from Syracuse didn't come. I remember I was at my grandma's house, and the coach just casually messaged me on Facebook like, "Oh, like you didn't get back to us. We gave you a full-ride scholarship." And I'm I'm like, what? And then he was like, yeah, like you came to school and everything. And I'm like, I ain't hear nothing about it. So I saw it on Facebook and I'm like, Syracuse. I'm like, I don't really know about Syracuse yet. So I kind of just brushed it under the table, told rivals, I was like, I got a full ride from Syracuse or whatever. And then the coaches just started hitting me up, letters, like handwritten letters and stuff.
Oh, from different college coaches.
From different coaches, but for specifically Syracuse. And they started coming in, and then I went on a visit there. My junior year, I missed junior prom, didn't go to junior prom. Took that commitment and went with my dad to go to school. And the coaches was out recruiting, so it was like one coach that was recruiting me there, a few of the like the front office people was there. And as soon as I got there, it was like, yo, this place is different. And then when I saw the facility, it was like the Mellow Center was there.
What's the name of the dome?
It was Kerry Dome.
Yeah,
they changed it now. We don't call it that. It's the dome. It's the dome for life. That's where we played at. But when they offered me, I was like, Syracuse. And my dad was telling me, he was like, yo, Jim Brown, Floyd Little, Ernie Davis, and then we watched the Express. I went to my boy had a birthday party when we was in 4th grade. We went to the 76ers game and we had watched the movie Express, and it was.
What is that? That's about
Jim Brown, Ernie Davis, and then they had Floyd Little a little bit at the end, but it was mainly about the running backs of tradition, the 44 there. And I didn't even realize that it came full circle because they was like, yo, Tay, running back, you gotta watch this movie. And I'm like, man, Friday Night Lights, that's my movie.
Yeah, word, that was the go-to movie.
You know what I mean? Like,
you want to win, put Boogie
yeah, you know what I mean?
in.
So I was like, I wasn't hit because it was like just a different era. It was like an old school movie. Like Friday Night Lights was like modern day.
You don't really relate to it. That Boogie
with the Nike, the black Nikes. Like we ain't, you know what I mean? Waterbug, we ain't wearing white Nikes.
We're wearing black Nikes.
Black Nikes. So and Waterbug trying to color this the cleats.
With the black mark.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So I was just like, and then once the tradition got brought to me and stuff, and I started learning about it, I was like, this might not be a bad look. Not far from home, not too close, a different view, you know what I mean? Jason Gobindo was actually committed there before he committed to Penn State, and we had scrimmage then. He was at Hunter Central. We had like a practice scrimmage versus them. And every play, he's like, yo, come on to Syracuse, come on to Syracuse. And I'm like, nah, bro. I got 10 other offers, bro. Like, Syracuse, nah, not really. And then push came to shove, they was like,
that was the school.
They were the school that was coming to my school every day. Rain, snow, school canceled, they come to my house. And then when I went on my visit my junior year, I was about to commit right there and then. And I called my mom, she like was cursing me out, like, you better not commit, they without me there. So I was like, all right. So they brought me back like a few months later, brought the whole family out there, the whole coaching staff was there, and I committed right there in the coach's office, and it was love from day one.
So like you ain't never had no other school in mind?
I wouldn't say I didn't. Like Rutgers was my top because I was there every day. Temple, I was going to Temple. Wake Forest was on me because the D coordinator, his dad was, his name is the school, the football field at my middle school. Elko, John
Okay.
Elko. So he was on me heavy. And then like right before signing day, like Louisville came, Georgia offered me. So what was cool
Georgia,
about,
damn,
what was cool about Georgia was the coach.
That's Todd Gurley.
Yeah,
You would have been there with him, Todd
but
Gurley.
see, what a lot of people don't know,
DeAndre Swift.
I wasn't getting recruited for running back.
Oh.
I was getting recruited for DB. I was the number 3 defensive back in the state.
But you could, like, you had better stats as a DB.
As a DB than running back, because I wasn't really getting the ball that much.
Yeah, because
so.
I had
Bowman,
better.
But yeah,
you were there with
you know what I
Jim,
mean? So,
Dale,
yeah, exactly.
all
Yeah,
that.
RP, my boy Wendell
Yeah, the
too.
sad.
Muhammad Jabi,
All
Justin
of them.
Shorter.
Yeah, Justin was young though.
Bill
but y'all-
Campbell.
y'all-
Yeah, no, we
had
had
Chris John a little bit
Oh
too.
my God,
I think
he
he was
was-
a defensive player. He wasn't.
Before we move on, Chris John was one of the best linebackers I've ever seen play the game. This kid had like 150 tackles a season. Kid you not.
It was just one of those kids.
Yeah,
though,
just a dog, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Just a dog.
like, but the thing about Chris John, right? Like, the type of environment he's seen and
Yeah,
came from
yeah,
before
mhm.
going to South Brunswick.
Yeah.
It never really transpired though. Like, yo, you could really like
Do something.
be something.
He was with y'all in New Brunswick and
Yeah.
stuff. He supported the practice in the New Brunswick Raiders, the Pop Warner championship.
Yeah.
We like, yo, take that off, bro. You're not there no more. But
Like, yo, like that motherfucker right there could have been.
oh my God, I tell
He
you.
probably would have been in the league.
I tell people now, there's a lot of guys that I play with who I talk about all the time. We reminisce. I talk to them still to this day, and guys, I'm like, yo, if you did this much more, you know where you could be at right now. And it's kind of like, that's not your path, you know what I mean? They doing other stuff now, so show love regardless.
Oh, yeah,
of
definitely.
the
Always
game,
love
you
is
know what
still
I mean?
always
Yeah,
there.
no doubt.
I would love watching you play
But
on
for
Sunday.
sure, it was just like, man, bro, like, if you, like, I got my highlight tape still to this day, I still watch, and people that I show, like, my boys, and like, yo, who's 23? Who's 24? Who's 7? Like, y'all had dogs, who's 8?
Yeah, y'all had
Who's
dogs.
1? You know what I mean? Like,
Dogs.
and it was across the board, who's 6? Who's 9? Like, my other boys who was playing defense and stuff, and it was like, yo, we had a full.
Yeah, had a line.
You know what I mean? We had a line. Oh, our line was crazy.
You had a quarterback too.
Yup, Amir,
Yup.
Josh Lyle,
That's my little.
back
I'm
up.
not gonna say that's my little cuz.
Yeah. He was at New Brunswick too.
Yup.
I used to the battles with him.
And Pop Warner and all that.
Oh my God, I played y'all since pups. you know
Yo,
what I
the
mean?
reason why it works so well with you and Amir because he's a running quarterback.
Running quarterback.
Yeah, read option.
The option was crazy. Second
That's
half.
when it really just started coming out.
Yeah,
too.
for sure. And Coach George, like he had that going for years. They wanted to bring him on staff like a minute ago, and he just kind of got in at the right time to where that option. My quarterback, TJ Pekowski, he played baseball at Rutgers. Kid was a dog, fastest white boy I've probably seen. I kid you not. This kid was. He'll run the option with our fullback, Dare forward, we call Fozzie, number 32. Dog, nobody in the state was tapped at this kid. In the playoffs, he had like 750 yards, like 8 touchdowns by himself in 3 games. Won an MVP for the state championship game after I scored 2 touchdowns. I thought I was getting it. I thought it was in the bag. Yeah, we had dogs across the board. Year after year, like South Brunswick produced. It was just the light didn't get shined when it needed to. A lot of guys didn't make it out. So we got what we got. You know what I mean? We got a lot of guys that made it to the next level and are still making it now. So regardless of where you play, at, D1, D2, JUCO, D3, don't matter. As long as you're playing the game you love, and no matter what the level it is, do what you do.
Before like attendance on Brunswick, did you ever think about like, oh, like, all right, I'm too good to go to a public? Like, you ever had any other schools, especially in high school?
Yes, Petty was interested in me. My dad was like, yo, like, let's go to St. Peter's, let's go to Bosco. And I didn't really know about those private schools yet, because I was like, I'm a hometown hero. All I know is SB. And my mom was not big on me leaving, because I played with a few guys that like transferred to St. Joe's, transferred to other schools that went to other private schools, and it wasn't hate, but it was like just shade, like we see him at the party or at the games, and we like, yo, why you coming to our games? Like if you was at the school, you'd be playing with us, you know what I mean? Regardless of baseball, basketball, track, but I just felt like I could do it where I was born and raised, you know, backyard. This is what I know.
Don't it make you feel better though?
Oh yeah.
Don't it make you feel better because like you get love anywhere you go in South Brunswick.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody know you.
For sure.
You go anywhere, and some shit.
Yeah, for sure.
You get love,
For sure. And sometimes it was a little too much.
Too much.
When I was younger and my boys played a a great part helping me out with this. It was like I was a celebrity in my town. Still am kind of, not like, when I was in high school though, like getting offers, oh my God, it was just people, I would go to Devin's games, his travel games when he played versus y'all. Chill, man. Chill, man. Those were some battles. Those were some battles. We cooked y'all like in the chip, yeah. We cooked y'all once or twice, I think, yeah. Those were battles, bro. I used to not like Miles and Malcolm. And OG, I did not like that. That's another. We'll be in that, but with the hometown stuff, it was like I would go to Wawa. People would see me and like, yo, like they wouldn't care about nothing else. Just trying to see where I was going to school. Like how was sports going? It was never like, how are you doing? Personally, like that's all I cared about was like just ask me how I'm doing. Like sports is my other identity. Like I'm Dontae at the end of the day.
That's what nobody really got to understand like who Dontae Strickland was.
Exactly.
Dontae Strickland, the football player.
Yeah, exactly. So exactly. So we was tapping in on that before we had started, but it was just like that's all I cared about because it was like I know what I could do on the field. People know you could go on YouTube, come to the games, whatever. Newspapers, whatever, but I was like, it was only when I was with my boys, like my intermediate group who I hung out with.
That it was cool to be like, yo, like, where you going?
It's just me, you know what I mean? Like, they know what I was doing on the field, on the court, on the baseball field, but it was never like, yo, Tay, like, they knew I was getting offers, they knew coaches calling me, I'm going to visits and stuff, but they never cared about that stuff. They knew it was coming with it. They knew it. Exactly, and that's what I love the most about my homeboys, and still do. We still talk to each other to this day, every day, all day, every day. It's crazy. So that's hometown hero is what staying in South Carolina is what I was, wanted to do, and was happy I did that.
Now your time at Syracuse, you played all 4 years, right? Mm-hmm. And were you invited to the combine and stuff like that?
Wasn't invited. I got invited to the showcase out in Texas. It was like a 4-day gig where they brought in scouts and stuff. We had scrimmage and stuff, practice. Interviews, yeah. So there was a lot of guys who wasn't at the top tier. I would say, like, when I was in college, we had different running backs.
Your running back class was,
yeah.
Like, it wasn't, like, no slouch.
Yeah, not at all. So, and I was a receiver running back. I was slot, you know what I mean? So I was like a strict running back. I was an all-down back. So my stats was kind of all over, 400 receiving, 500 rushing, touchdowns receiving, touchdowns rushing. So it wasn't just a strict running back. So I didn't get invited to the combine. But I knew, like, hey, everybody don't get invited to the combine, you still gotta work.
So like, do you feel like do you ever feel like, damn, like if my college career would have been a little different if I was just a strict like running back. Mm-hmm. The shit you was doing in high school, you think it would have impacted the shit differently? Like,
for sure. You could always
want to be talking to right now.
You could always look at it like that, but I wouldn't change it how it went out. I wouldn't change it for the world, and I loved how it played out. My time at Syracuse, I still talk about it to this day. I reminisce all the time. It was the time of my life, I swear, because like being away from home, having my family come up.
That campus big?
Oh yeah. It's a private school. It's small, but
it's big enough.
Yeah, it is big enough. It's everybody is like within, so it's not like Rutgers where it's public.
Yeah.
It's all over, scattered. You can't around the corner. Like Syracuse was like this table right here. Everything class here. My furthest class I had to walk was probably 10 minutes. Like we would take a bus on campus. I lived off campus all 4 years, but it was like everybody was here. You knew a lot of people were football players and stuff, so it was cool. The bars we had a lot.
It was lit.
Turn up time, yeah. It was a number one party school when I went there, so it was. It was.
What is Arizona State now? Right?
It's up there. Yeah, it's like Arizona State. Yeah, and the crazy thing was when I was with the Cardinals, I was about to move in like 2 minutes across the street from Arizona State, so the field was right behind like. When I was going on visits from my apartments, looking at apartments and stuff, there was all like Arizona State was like, all right, like the younger age people live over here, so it's like, yo, the money out there, it was so cheap living out there. It's not like Jersey, bro. It's not like
how much the rent is out there?
The rent, like I was looking at two, 3-bedroom rooms for like less than 2 bands. A garage, yeah. Full bathrooms, it's lit, and that's what the Super Bowl is. So I might be, it's love. They have like, it doesn't snow. It rains.
I can do it.
It's hot, yo. I say when I was there, practice was like 110.
Damn.
Yeah, and like so there we would have practice outside for like 7 to 8:30 or like 9 to like 9 and like 10:30 before like it would get to its peak, and then we practice inside into the bubble. So it's straight dry heat. The second you wake up at like 7 o'clock, it's already 90 degrees outside. And they said that's like cool. And I'm like, I'm from the East Coast, like 90 is baking, like you know what I mean? And it's dry heat, no wind, no nothing.
When I went to Vegas, bro, you tried to roll the window down, that shit
you might as well turn that AC all the way up.
That shit is hot. You know, in Jersey, you roll the window down, it's some type of wind.
It's nothing. It's hot, it's dry heat. It's you need to have a pool. There was a lot of pools and stuff around. Clubs had pools in them. Cause it's so hot, bro. Like it's
How do the high school teams practice out there?
That's a great question.
Like, do they practice all like?
I would say when I went back up there in March.
You still got your apartment out there?
Nah, I did. So the crazy thing was I got cut. I was supposed to move in that Monday, so our last game was Saturday in Denver. That game was Friday. Cuts was Saturday, Sunday, and I was supposed to move in that Monday. So I'm already like, like it's up. If I made it, I was a trial guy, so I made it from the final cut. So I made it past guys that was draft picks. I made it past guys that was signees, like free agent, that they bought on, and I was like, I made it this far. Like there's no reason why I'm about to get cut. And then that day came, I got that call from the Grim Reaper. Pack my bag.
Why do you feel like? What do you think caused you
to get cut
instead of signing?
It's a business at that level. Like a lot of people don't know, it was a numbers game. We had like
I was gonna ask like too many running backs.
We had 4 backs. They kept Chase Edmonds. He was with the Dolphins. I forgot what he was with now.
I think the Texans.
He got picked up. He got released, and they got picked up by somebody there. David Johnson, who's with the Saints now.
David Johnson.
Yeah.
He old as hell.
Yeah, he was still like
he was still doing.
He was still you know what I mean. But the vets, it's a business, you know what I mean. It's a call what it is, it's a business. Numbers game definitely played a factor, but what I was thinking, I'm like, I'm cheap. I'm a rookie, you know what I mean. Y'all didn't bring me in no signing bonus, nothing. So I was just like, all right, like I'm at the minimum salary, so. Y'all ain't gotta worry about me signing no nothing, no extra, just to get my incentives type deal. But I got that call and
How did that make you feel? Like,
ooh,
that call?
I cried in the running back's office with my coach. And he was, believe it or not, Coach Sachs, he was crying with me. Because he didn't see it coming. He didn't see it coming, and you don't. And as a position coach, you don't see it coming. You don't. If you're not in the front office, like. You don't really know what's going on until it happens, you know what I mean? And now you see it, Adam Scheffner is reporting stuff before you even see it. And it was a wake-up call, because I never in my life got cut from any sport, never got denied anything. Like I was always top dog, you know what I mean? It wasn't about ranges now. And it was just like, okay, like, now you just gotta pick yourself up and just move on to the next page, you know what I mean? The book never was closed, still it's open, you know what I mean, right now as we speak.
That comes to like, what's life after football.
Exactly, yeah, so it's you always gotta have a plan.
I wouldn't say a plan B, B. So like, if you know your plan A gonna work, a plan B only comes when that plan A ran out. If you know you wanna be a football player for the rest of your life, that's your plan A. Once you succeed that plan, plan B is what you doing after football. That's your next plan. So if people be like, you have to have a plan B just in case it don't work out. Nah, I don't think like that. Think like, it is going to work out, and my plan B is going to be what I'm doing after I'm done with it.
And something that Fab said, I'm a big music guy, I like lyrics. He said plan B is just another way to make my plan A work.
Yes, sir.
So even when you get knocked down one time, I got cut, you know what I mean, for football at the highest level. And you know what I mean, I got another offer to go to the spring league in Houston for a few months. The year after, not taking the whole year off of football, you know what I mean, waiting for a call, watching Red Zone every Sunday at home, and just being like discouraged, like, am I not good enough? Second guessing yourself, you know what I mean? And my boys and stuff telling me like, yo man, you gonna be out there. And I'm seeing running backs getting down, getting hurt, getting released. getting this, getting that, and it's just like,
Why they ain't call you?
you know what I mean? It's just like, and that was just something I wasn't used to. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm still getting over it. You know what I mean? It's tough. It's tough because like I said before, that platform, the whole world knows you got cut. So everybody knows you got fired from your job. Like, that's the crazy thing about sports. Like, working a 9 to 5 is different than being an athlete because you're such in the limelight. Everybody know how much money you're making. Everybody know when you get cut. Everybody know when you get in trouble. You working in the regular 9 to 5, you get fired. It's like you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. And you don't even gotta do that. You know what I mean? Like your story's out there from the second you wake up, and it's a blessing. It's a blessing and a curse in a way. But yeah, I just say that that was an eye opener for me getting cut. But I couldn't ask for anything better. It got me started with where I'm at now. So yeah.
Since we're talking about like football, you think Antonio Brown got CTE?
Antonio Brown, I'm tripping. Yeah. CTE.
What do you honestly think he really like? Because some people may think he's crazy, but like, what is he saying? But like, you gotta listen to him.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, what we call it? Episodes and stuff.
Yeah.
Like what Kanye's doing. I mean, I don't know. I don't know him. That's not somebody I talk to. I just see what y'all see. You know what I mean? So I don't know what's going down. Personal stuff with him.
Yeah.
We seeing everything that's put on and he's posting.
Social media.
Yeah, and right now it's taking over him, and hopefully he gets a wake up call. You know what I mean? It's gonna come. Something's gonna happen. That's where he's gonna be like, yo, I've been out of pocket. I've been out of line. I got kids. You know what I mean?
You're gonna see this.
Of course, and it just gotta let him rock. You know what I mean? He's a grown man. You know what I mean? He's got family. He's got boys in his corner. So. Right now, it's kind of, he's promoting himself. Yep. In a way, he's his own business. You know what I mean? As bad as it looks, he's got more eyes on him than ever. His merch, his personal, his music, you know what I mean? Skyrocket, you know what I mean? So in a way, as bad as we look at it, as bad as people see it,
it's always a good thing that comes out.
You get something out of it, and yeah, I mean, he's not playing football no more, but he's still relevant.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And that's all I try to preach is how to stay relevant. You know what I mean? Regardless, it might be bad in other people's eyes. His fans might like it. You know what I mean? I don't got no hate towards it at all, because in a way, he's promoting himself. You know what I mean? Good or bad, he's still promoting himself. So, and that's him. That's his lane. Whatever he wants to do, you know, whatever he's doing, I ain't knocking it. But I can't say I would be doing that. That's not me.
That's not something I would be doing.
No, personally. But like I said, he's promoting his stuff. So hey, kudos to him, I guess. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, man.
How did it get me cut though? Like, I mean, like now, are you having thoughts of playing football, or is it like done? Or would you take a chance if it was presented to you?
The crazy thing is, if you go on Google right now, it still says I'm in the NFL. So I never like retired in a way. So
was you a free agent?
Yeah, still technically I'm a free agent. So I don't think I'm over with playing. I'm around the game too much. Like I'm training athletes now every day that are football guys. My boy just got picked up by the XFL. Another one of my homeboys is in Arizona right now training for his NFL Pro Day. So I'm around the game. I coach at the high school level as well.
Oh, you was with South?
I was with South Brunswick this past year as a volunteer. So I'm around the game all 365 days. Like it never leaves me. But that question, I don't know. Honestly, like what I'm doing now, I see that I don't need to be playing. You know what I mean?
Still have your love.
Exactly. I'm healthy. Yeah. You know what I mean? Football is a grind. Like that is like I said before. It's 365 days.
And some people really don't understand that, bro. Football really takes a toll.
Oh my god. Just like how you guys, he got CTE. Like
we might not even know like some of the head problems.
That we got. You know what I mean? No matter what the level that you play at, they're trying to make the game as safe as possible now. But
it's hard.
We was at its peak though when it was the last game.
Yeah. Oh, but that's how I loved it. That's why the physicality was like, yo, like
crackbacks,
pound for pound.
I wasn't even a hitter, but when they took out crackbacks,
and I love, like, you get the ball in my hands, I'm running through you. And I wasn't the biggest guy. There's linebackers, there's dudes I was playing Clemson.
Yeah.
They whole front line went.
100+.
They whole front line got drafted first round. All four of them got drafted first round, and we beat them.
That was Quincy Williams.
That was he was after. So that was Dexter Lawrence. That was Bull got picked up by the Giants. Bull got picked up by the Raiders. I forgot their names, but they was all over the place.
I know, yeah. Giants. Was that Robinson? No, I don't think that was.
I gotta look back. I played so many. Leonard Fournette, Lamar Jackson. I played versus it's so many.
You played LSU?
I played at LSU. Yep, I played at LSU. I played for Net my freshman year, where he went dumb. He went for like 280. Everybody, Jim Brown was there.
Oh man,
Troy Little was there. Oh yeah, I think the game was sold out. Like it wasn't sold out, but it was damn near sold out. And it was like, yeah, I remember I was going up. I'm on FaceTime my boy, and I see Les Miles, the head coach, walk out, and it's like you see people on TV and you don't think they real until you actually see them. And then when Fournette walked by, I'm seeing all the hype of him running through dudes. You know what I mean? Top high school player in the nation. Not in his state.
He younger than you?
He was older. He was a year older than me. So he was in Jabril Pepper's class.
Word.
So seeing his highlights before I was even out of high school, it was like, yo, I'm playing against this dude. Even though I was on defense, but I'm like, damn, and playing that same position as I'm learning. You know what I mean? And yeah, I played against a lot of cats, man. The list is pages, chapters. Yeah, even guys that I played with that was on my team. Larry Franklin plays for the coach right now. He's leading tackler in the NFL right now. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Bro, you don't even have a favorite team. You got a household team, and that's the reason why you like him.
Who you like?
You're not better than
You got like that?
He has multiple favorites.
I can't even say I got a favorite NFL team. Being in the league, I got a lot of boys that play in the league. So
he has to like his career because he got to like his career team. And that's the Steelers.
If I got multiple teams, how I gotta like the one that's in my house?
Okay.
Because they told you that's not your favorite one. You can't say that.
Your family, Steelers fans. So like Rob, one of my best friends, his family is Steelers fans, and his room was painted.
He was forced. I know Rob ain't one of
I wouldn't even say that. He liked him from a young age.
That's what his dad is stored in his hand.
Nah, his dad, believe it or not, is a Giants fan. Ronnie is a Giants fan, and his mom, his uncle, his sister. I think his sister's a Cowboys fan, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it's a different like me and my family. Devin's Giants, Danny's Cowboys, like sister's Giants, dad's Giants.
I had a real few.
Yeah, exactly. Keeping it in the family. So with me, I would say I was a Giants fan growing up, but this is something that not a lot of people know. So the Giants actually, I was supposed to go there for a workout, and I was training at Rutgers after my pro day and stuff with trainer Coach Daniels, and like the day before we was getting it in heavy, like 2 times a day for like 2-3 weeks when I got back from Atlanta. And I got the call like, all right, Giants, want you to come in pro day? And then like the day before the pro day, they called me and it was like, yo, we don't want you to come in no more. We got enough running backs, like we good. So
that's just that simple. They be so
cutthroat. We don't need you. And they was bringing in dudes who I was looking at like, you bringing this dude on me? Shit. But it's just like I said, it's a business. You know what I mean? You just gotta roll with the punches. So when I told my trainer that, he was like, yo, that's just more fuel to the fire, and I took that on the chin, and I rolled with it, and I didn't get drafted, I didn't get signed as a free agent. On draft day, I waited to the last day. I didn't get no calls, nothing, and I was with my girl at the time, and all my homeboys at the crib. I knew I was gonna get drafted, but I was like, all right, I'm probably gonna get signed. I'm gonna get picked up by a team at the end of the draft. Nothing. So,
how did that make you feel in front of all of them?
Ooh. I mean, they was probably more sick than I was. Cause they like, yo, my boys was coming to all my games since pup years, you know what I mean? Probably more in middle school.
That's the mental toughness
for sure. And for that, it was just like I said, more fuel to the fire. Now, what you gonna do next? So I remember specifically, I went to my favorite wing spot, Chuck's in Princeton. grabbed some food there. As soon as I got back home, my agent called me, and I'm like, what's up, yo? He's like, hold on. I was on the merge called the freeway with the Cardinals. So Scout called me, was like, yo, Doc, we gonna bring you in as a trial guy. I was like, yo, all I need is opportunity. I don't need to get signed, I don't need no extra money, I don't even care. Just, I got my own opportunity, and believe it or not, that was the only team that came up to me during Pro Day. And the head scout right now, I think he just got promoted to VP right now with the Cardinals. So he was a Syracuse alum, played ball there. Yeah. Really nice. He hit my boy about that last night. So, but yeah, it only take one team. That was my goal anyways. You can't impress all 32 teams. It's only one team. You only gonna play one team. Only gonna play on one team. Same thing I tell my guys that I got recruited. All the hype is cool. End of the day, you only gonna go to school. So all that extra, you know what I mean, just out there you put out there is cool, but just narrow your selections down.
And that makes it easier for yourself too.
For sure.
You don't gotta think about it so hard.
It's so stressful. It's so much stress, man.
You think about that every day.
Yeah, and like nowadays the social media is cool and all these kids are posting it, but like as much as you posting it, it can be taken away from you just like that. And then all the posts is meaningful. You know what I mean? So I always say like keep it all in house, because then the stuff you put out there, once it go left, everybody gonna know about it. You know what I mean? So I try to tell people just to keep everything under the table, and then once you make it, I told Ra specifically, I said, yo, I'm not posting nothing on Instagram until I make a team. And I didn't post, you go on my Instagram, I didn't post nothing until my last post at Syracuse, or actually my dog passed away on Pro Day coming home. That was my last post, so March 20th or March 18th until May. I missed my college graduation and everything just for this opportunity, and it ended up paying off.
Hey, listen. At the end of the day, your route may be different from everybody else's, but like you still made something out of yourself. Think about it. You go home to South Brunswick, you get all the love in the world. They treat you like you're a motherfucking pro. You feel me?
For sure.
Like you get love around here. You get love around the whole New Jersey. But before we end this, I got a question for you. You got to give me 5 answers.
Okay.
All right. Name the top 5 backs right now in the NFL. And then give me your top 5 quarterbacks.
Top 5 backs. Top 5 backs right now. Alright, gotta go with King Henry number 1.
He ain't really doing too much.
I know. But it's with the backs. It's.
What? Do you give him that slot because of his name, or
No.
Let's go off of the play.
I'm talking about pound for pound. Like I was a.
You had 2K back to back.
I was a physical running back. You know what I mean? So the physicality that he brings and to stop him takes a whole defense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Right now he in the slump. Nick Chubb in the slump too. He in my top 5 too. Yeah, I gotta go King Henry.
That's number 1.
Yeah. 2, I'll probably go Chubb. I like his game.
I like Nick Chubb. He just got to put on some gloves.
Yeah, I know. He old school. He stands straight up. Me and my boys be clowning him like, why is he? Yeah,
you gotta wear some gloves.
He got to. Nick Chubb 2. 3 kind of changed. Josh Jacobs, he run stupid. He taking dudes hands off. Yo,
he first came into the league. You know how? Like you talking about height.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Crazy.
I'm not saying he even fulfilled to it, but bro, you talk about height.
Yeah, for sure.
They talk about like nobody can tackle this motherfucker one-on-one.
Yo, and it came out, and now he went dumb the other day, like 2-3 weeks ago.
Versus an overtime game. To
end it. Yeah, he cribbed it, and I was like, yo, this dude, and he was somebody I was looking at. I think it was a Thursday night game last year, where he cleaned somebody's clock running the ball, and I love that. You can't teach the physicality. So I gotta say him 3. 4, I ain't gonna lie, is a sleeper. Tony Pollard. He ain't
no sleeper.
Only
reason why
in the game. So
I think I know. I'm gonna listen to you why you said why he is a sleeper, and I'm gonna explain to you why he is.
We're not sleep. It's
the reason why people don't list Tony Pollard as one of the top 5 backs right now in the league, because technically he's Zeke's backup. That's exactly why.
Mhm.
His play is way better than Zeke's play.
Exactly.
But they would say Zeke is a top 5 running
Oh
back
yeah,
right
for
now,
sure, for
'cause he's a
sure.
starter.
I can't give Zeke my props. Pollard been with the Cowboys for what,
Long.
like 6 years?
Yeah.
And he's been a backup for 6 years. And being a backup is hard, man. To come in, that's your job. To come in knowing you're not the guy when everybody telling you should be out there. Everybody telling you should be starting. But he a role player, great role player.
Yeah.
And you can't ask for that
Like,
nowadays.
he does
you
it
know
all.
what I mean?
Catch,
Catch.
run
You
you
just
over.
had those 2-3 touchdowns the other day.
And it's like sometimes when his touchdown, sometimes that motherfucker don't get touched.
Yo, and it's crazy, and I'm just like, yo, and
Special teams and all.
yeah, everything, punt return, kickoff return, he do it all. That's my type of caliber, dude, because that's what I was doing in high school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When I got to college, I didn't do much special teams, but he's what I like to call a gutter player. You know what I mean? Starting from the mud. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just getting it. And then his flowers is coming in now that he's getting fed. He's playing as a starter right now. You know what I mean? He's still taking that backup role right now behind Zeke, but you know what I mean? It is what it is. Number 5.
You better say the right name. That's what I'm gonna say.
He wants you to say motherfucking.
Don't tell him who I want to say. Let him say the name. Don't speak, bro. Don't let him speak, bro. Don't speak.
Go ahead, because I don't know who you're saying.
Who your 5th back?
He biased.
5th back. Let me see. I ain't Saquon. I can't say Barkley. I can't say Kamara. Who else? Can't say Fournette. He injury prone. I'm trying to think. Cause a lot of backs, there ain't too many backs that I really be respecting like that. So
I know you missed one name.
Who that?
Jonathan Taylor.
You're biased.
But
All right. So.
Okay, nah, okay.
Let me explain.
All right, yeah,
Let me explain.
Okay. Oh, you
good, but you want
My brother wants to call me biased because I had a rusher on my team that rushed for 18, what was it, 19, 20, 19? Damn near 2K yards. last year.
I'm only saying that because
Sure,
you want him to say it because he's on your team.
Is he not good?
Yes, he is.
Is he not a top 5 back?
Okay, I will.
Yes,
Okay,
he is.
all
Okay.
right. Why not? Because before
That answers my question.
Okay, so for
Is he
me,
not good?
so
Is he not
for
a
me,
top 5 back?
He's in a slump right now.
Yeah, 'cause he got hurt. He
You
missed
know
a
what I
couple
mean?
games.
Yeah. Okay.
So you have to conversation.
I'll say I can put.
Why is Derrick Henry in the
I
conversation?
can put him top 5. I can put him top 5.
If we're talking about this season, Derrick Henry's not a top 5 running back this season.
Why?
Did he play every game? Does he perform
Yes,
every
no.
game?
Yeah.
Going crazy every
He do what
game?
he gotta
But like
do.
I said, like.
But he's so much of an effect,
If
though,
you
like-
stop him, because they ain't got no receivers.
Yeah, if
They
you
don't
stop
got-
him, you stop them.
They don't got no wideouts. Like, call spade. They don't got no wideouts. They got rid of AJ Brown. Even in that backyard, some man named he was with the Tajay Sharp was over there too. So it was like, yo.
And then they had the little white dude.
Humphreys.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then they had another dude who I played in high school, was at Manalapan, Anthony Frisker, was a tight end with them. So they got rid of all those guys. None of them are there. So, and then, I mean, as a D coordinator, you telling me all I got to do is stop Derrick Henry and that's it? We going to win? You know what I mean? They still getting some dubs here and there, but yeah, I could throw Jonathan Taylor in there one top 5. I could throw him in there.
Now,
I mean, yeah, the list goes on, you know what I mean?
It does go on.
Yeah.
It does go on.
Mm-hmm.
It does. Now give me your quarterback.
Top 5 quarterbacks. I mean, we talking about. So I'm gonna just go with the same list. All right, I gotta put number 1. Call spade a spade. I gotta put Tom Brady up there. Gotta put the GOAT up there. So Tom Brady 1. I ain't gonna lie. I've really been tuned in. I mean, he doesn't have a set receiver core. I'm talking Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've really been tuned into
Is he
his
still a
game.
good
Now
quarterback?
that-
Yes.
Or did Dontae Adams make him a good quarterback?
No, he's a good.
I mean, he's still out. I mean, Tay, that's
Really
something.
think about it though, like I'm not saying Aaron Rodgers is not a good quarterback, but like now he don't got no receiver.
For sure.
Think about it though. When he won his chip, he had Devontae Adams.
And he had Jordy Nelson.
All right, but that ain't Devontae
He
Adams.
had who else he had over there?
He had who he got now?
Did he have Decker? Did he have Eric Decker? No, he didn't.
Mm-mm.
He had Jordy Nelson. He had Montgomery. He had Cobb.
Montgomery, he had Cobb. He had some guys, but
They
look.
not Devontae Adams.
Yeah, they not Tay. They not Tay, but I gotta throw him in there. Pat Mahomes.
Definitely.
Shit, Jalen Hurts been, I don't know, everybody trying to say like,
It's
yo,
the team.
it's the team, but I'm like,
Yeah.
you still gotta go out there and perform.
Play. You gotta
bro.
do
know
your
what I mean?
job.
You still gotta perform.
You're not the, you could throw them the ball, but you can't catch it for him.
I don't know if I would throw him up there yet. He's still got, like,
'Cause this is
Josh,
breakout year.
this is breakout year. Josh Allen is up there too. I like Josh Allen.
No way, Jose.
Nah,
No.
don't like Josh Allen.
He's just too much of a risk taker for me.
You think? What do you mean? I don't know, man. I don't know. He
You can't tell me he's not a risk taker.
Well, nah, for me, his caliber.
As far as like, he always want to hit home.
For me, his caliber of play remind me a lot of my quarterback in college, Eric Dungy, and their skill game, their skill set was they could run the ball, they could throw it, they could make a play out of nothing, they could extend a play 30 seconds long. You know what I mean? Scrambling. So I think I gotta throw him up there. Number 5.
Kenny Pickett.
Pickett? Nah. I mean, why not put
That's
Jalen
biased.
Hurts up there? Why not put Hurts up there?
That was a joke. It wasn't
You know what I mean? I'm trying to think what other quarter. Nah, Matt Ryan. Nah,
Hell no.
I gotta go Burrow. I'm tripping.
Oh yeah.
That's
I gotta go Joe Burrow. I
That's a good
gotta go Joe Burrow.
That's a great quarterback
forgot.
list. I can't even argue
I
that.
gotta go Joe Burrow for sure. Yeah, nah, no cap. I gotta go Joe.
That's a great list.
I gotta go
right
Joe.
We didn't put Lamar in there.
Ooh, I didn't throw Lamar in there, and I played versus him too. I'll say he was the greatest college quarterback I ever played with. Oh my God, are you kidding me? He's the one. His highlight was when he hurdled over my corner at the Dome. They had that on ESPN. They still probably streaming it right now. Yeah, Lamar was crazy.
Nah, he was crazy.
He was crazy. Like second to none. I think our coach put up a stat my senior year. I think he, by himself alone, he had like 800 total offensive yards rushing in like 3 years. Like
quarterback.
for like 12 tugs, throwing and rushing. Yeah, it was crazy. I mean, they beat us. What? My first year playing him was like, my first year playing versus him, it was like 54-28 Friday night at the Dome. We got smoked.
Right here in the dog pound. And this is the HubCity podcast.
Ooh.